What up, beautiful people, and welcome back to this lovely journey. I got my doctor's coat on. It is Freedom Friday, and we're still on cleaning our body. Okay, we're still cleaning. Well, I'm sorry, cleaning house, and we're on cleaning the body. Sorry, I got a little ahead of myself, but cleaning the body is simple. You can do fast. It's monitoring what you put within your body. It's basically stopping or controlling anything, you know, that is wearing you down and draining you. Doing things that would allow you to kill your flesh. Basically, not living by the flesh. Like, me, for example, I know if I eat too much candy, I'm going to get dizzy, lightheaded, that's okay. I was pescatarian for about 5 years, and now I eat a little chicken here and there, but I'm still mostly seafood, but I still eat a little chicken here and there or whatever, because I love chicken and waffles, and I do like to cook. I'm a chef. So, yes, but I know if I eat some beef, whole body is basically going to shut down. If I eat too much sugar, because I don't eat as much sugar aside from the sugar that's naturally in fruits and stuff like that, I feel a whole shift in my body. Am I saying this right? I'm really trying to go freehand, but basically what I'm saying is I monitor the things that I eat that's going to alter my body, that's going to change my attitude, my mood, and I'm aware of what makes me feel bad in general. And when I feel bad, it messes up my whole day. The people around me, it just doesn't go right. But when you're cleaning the body, you're also monitoring it. Where do you want to work at? Like working out, drinking a lot of water, cutting out sodas and juice and stuff like that, taking walks, letting the sun hit your body, especially for my beautiful chocolate people out there. Yes, knowing your limits, knowing your physical limits, challenging yourself to see how strong you really are, how far you can go, knowing when you stop, paying attention to your body, like when you're changing, because we're constantly changing. One day I was 7, today I'm 29. I did not literally I didn't switch. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm constantly changing and evolving. We all are. So just being mindful of that, recognizing you within this. Make sense? Let's see, go part two. As I was saying, going to the gym and strengthen. So basically, the whole purpose is to strengthen your flesh. I'm trying to explain it, but this is actually one thing that's kind of hard to explain to me. Yeah. So basically, you're no longer chasing after things that you want for a temporary moment, because your body is desiring it, because it's used to eating it or being around it or doing it. I'm talking about when I say doing it, but it makes sense. Does that make sense? Okay, so like I said, I was pescatarian. When I went on a bread fast, I had stopped eating bread for 2 weeks. When I say the third day, I was smelling bread. Somebody was cooking down the street. My senses was remembering bread that I ate when I was in daycare. Some breads that just stick to you, because I love bread. Ooh. But I was literally itching, nerves bad, was just to feel that bread. But I was killing that off to where I won't be over consuming the bread. That makes sense? Are you tracking? But that's all that is strengthening you overall. Is denying your flesh things that it don't really need, but it's some things that you just want. You know what I'm saying? You don't really need another burger. A lot of people don't even know you're not supposed to eat a bunch of times a day. You're really supposed to eat once a day and have nuts or little snacks here and there, because we're supposed to eat to give us energy, not to fill us. That makes sense? Are you tracking? Do your research, baby. You need to know, because we're overeating, we're over consuming, which slowing our body has to take so much time to break down the things that we're consuming versus focusing on the other things that we need to be just aware of and just alert on and just mindful of. But as you do fast or go to the gym, you learn a lot about yourself, and you learn that there really aren't any limitations. You're not going to die if you just stop eating bread for 2 weeks. If you stop eating food for 2 weeks and drink straight water, you're not going to die. You actually realize how strong you actually are. Yes, I like this filter, by the way, y'all. We learning and we growing, and I like this one. And the light is perfect. But anyways, so in building, let's go back to part three. Go back to part three. Yeah. So as you do it, you realize there really aren't no limitations, and the only enemy we have is ourself. So me, for example, prime example, because I am the example of my own life. When I was in school, people had abs. Okay, 6-pack and had a V cut, because your girl was fine. I'm gonna find a picture to post somewhere. But your girl was fine. You hear me? Because I played sports ever since elementary until college. And now your girl's still good, but your girl's 29. Your girl be being lazy, okay? But I found this ab workout for 30 days, and every day, even when I don't feel like it, I'm doing this ab workout. And baby, let me tell you, it's working my butt. It's kicking my butt. But the first day, I ain't gonna lie, it's only been 2 days. But the very first day I did it, I kept falling down. And I was like, I don't know if I can do this no more. But I know I can do it because I used to do it, no problem. So it was just really me. So as I'm doing it, I'm like, it's okay. You'll fall down because you're not used to it. You're building a strength. Just keep going. In like probably next week, probably in the next 3 days, baby, you go be able to go to fucking all the way to 30 and not just stop at 10, or not stop every time you get to the 5th one. Like, keep going. You got this. You just starting right now. So I'm training my mind to remind me of how strong I can be. So I'm breaking the limitations, those thoughts, and that's telling my body that I can't do it. I'm replacing it, and I'm showing myself that I'm doing it. So that was the first day. So yesterday, baby, your girl was going, okay? Your girl was getting to 15 and 17, then having to get down, but then get back up again, and then have to take long breaks. Like, your girl did good. And then, in the process of doing it, because day one, I was so like, my abs was hurting. Like, even now when I laugh, my abs still hurt. But I love that for me. This morning, because I do it when I get off of work in the morning time, I started to, and I was like, nah, I'm going to just go to bed. And I went to sleep, and I was like, as soon as I got to bed, I went to the flow, and I got to doing it again. Because when you're killing your flesh, you're going to be like, nah, I can't do this. I ain't going to do it. That was too much. Even though you know you got to do it, you'll find little things to excuse. I'm just too tired. But the key is to get back up and do it again. Do it anyways, because you have a goal. Because you're trying to do something for yourself. Make sense? Okay. Let me get back to what I wrote. So what I wrote was, you see, there aren't any limits, only limitations we place upon ourselves out of fear. In building our physical, you see how strong we are, and killing off bad thoughts that tell us otherwise. I just said all that in part 3. Yeah, see, I'm already tracking, girl. Look at that. It's in the knowing, and in the doing, you find out that how capable you really are. Now, fasting is showing yourself discipline and control, like I said in part 2. Heavy on the discipline and control. I know I don't need to stop and get McDonald's or get Hardee's chicken sandwich, or, just, I see it, I want it. So discipline yourself is like, I like that, but I don't need that. No, thank you. That's where you find your strength. because it'll go bigger than outside of here. Like when you see me, for example, see a cute guy, like, oh, he's cute, but I know he's not good for my life. I don't need that. Or just, okay, it just you can use it in multiple ways. When you know when you see something and you know it's not good for you, or you know you really don't need it. Even when you're shopping, it helps you save money. You really don't need it. Discipline yourself. But before you can discipline, it starts the inward first. Once you see that you can do it within yourself, you can do it in other places, basically. Hope you tracking. Fasting is like, God, sometimes you need to, oh, fasting is something like, God, it's something that you need to experience yourself in order to try to describe it. That makes sense? Like, you will rarely see me trying to push God on somebody, because God is an experience. I can try to tell you how he's shown me and proven to me and spoke to me and touched me and helped me. Like, I can try to tell you, but it's something you have to experience for yourself to believe, because people tried to tell me for years. But it wasn't until I was in my bed crying for dear life, and I felt somebody wrap their arms around. I felt God wrap his arms around me. Okay. That, so I can't push it because it's the experience. Same thing with fasting. I can tell you the perks and stuff like that, just to plant a little seed here and there, but it's something you have to experience to see how what it does for your body, what it does for you, for your path, your journey. You know what I'm saying? Keep that in mind. Yeah, it's best done and felt for yourself. You tracking? Go back to part 5. But welcome back to part 5 to this Freedom Friday. So cleaning the house, cleaning the body, okay? So at me personally, when I fast, I focus in more. It's like I hear everything around me. I have a lot more energy, heavy on a lot more energy. I'm more present within the moments. I'm thinking before I react, before I do and say, look at him. I'm sure I'll go get him. He on my ship and he playing football. Boy, go sit down. That's my boy. And once I start eating again, I pay attention to certain things, how it makes me feel, so I can know what to cut up. Like, I don't really like too much cheese and dairy. And no, I'm not lactose intolerant. I just don't like how it feels within my body. It's just like, I don't like how it feels within my body. Like, I can't explain it, because it wasn't until after I cut it out for a long period of time and ate it again, and then I start to see. Because a lot of things, the problem is we've been eating a certain way ever since we was kids. Like, first of all, when we was kids and we was eating the stuff, our body was rejecting. That's why we kept throwing up. We're not supposed to throw up the things that we eat. But from the formula to when we first started eating food, after we got past the throwing up stage, we kept shitting because our body was rejecting it. But now we were conditioned to eating the stuff that we eat, and now we're over consuming. It's hard to tell what our body is automatically rejecting. Like, some things you go throw up instantly. Some things you're like, oh, I gotta shit instantly. But once you fast and cleanse yourself and start over again and pay attention to how certain things make you feel, how instantly you want to get it out, how you get dizzy, lightheaded, and stuff like that, then you know what works best for you. Tracking? Yeah, I had to cut out a lot of things, baby. When I stopped eating pork, it was hard out here for a pimp, because, baby, I used to wrap everything in bacon. And people used to pull up just for my fried pork chops, baby. Because your girl, that was one of the first things I learned how to cook. Baby, I'm from Louisiana. Baby, the salt meat in your... Anyways. It was hard out here for a pimp, but the way it made my body feel wasn't... I prefer to not feel like that and to have that temporary pleasure in that moment. You tracking? Yeah, very much, yeah. So now I see you in part 6.